We started like our basic idea was like to replicate the arm. So we would have a tower holding it together. This, we would have a motor here and a motor here. When all the joints were in place, we made the final program and tested the arm. Noah was a programmer. I had the hardware. The arm didn't work at first couple of tries, so we started debugging the program and made some modifications of the arm. Since we have no sensors, we had to time everything like Ken did. Um, we incorporated pulleys, as you can see there, to raise
Yeah.
the cup,
Yeah.
to lift the weight.
Okay, so we were successful in making the robotic arm that can pick up the cup. The problem was making the upper arm able to lift the weight of the rest of the arm, so we had to use a counterweight for that. And then the main obstacle was the hand. We had to try a couple different designs before we finally found one that would actually work. And then the problem was we had to make the timing perfect, and as you can see, it's still not perfect. We have to make sure it's in the exact right spot before it works.
And having a pulley, every time we put it back into its normal position, we don't know how much it's going to go down or up. It's trial and error, but like for the Mindstorm, you can't like find the perfect position.
So like, if we were to do it next time, we'd probably use a motor to power the thumb. And we, like, our hand, we kind of got lazy and didn't want to keep cutting metal. So we have some excess metal sticking out the side of our hand that isn't interfering with anything, it just looks kind of weird. So if we were to like make improvements, we'd use a motor on the thumb and cut off some of that excess metal. We'd also probably make the fingers longer, so it wouldn't have to be in such a perfect spot to pick up the cup.
The main lesson we learned is to plan before we start. And another big problem was group communication, because me and Noah didn't get along very well together. So an improvement could be like communicating better, listening to other people's ideas, and to get more organized.
Alright, so for the iRobot, it was me and Ryan working together. In the project, we need to build a robot to drive search into a room, set up on the beacon. We worked on the project, but we really didn't have any kind of planning. It was mostly programming, so we kind of wrote whatever we thought would work and tested it out. And attempted to bug whatever happened, which usually involves getting help from our TAs.
Okay, so the robot should follow the code that we gave it, and we used, I guess, a linear logic, and we used a C/C++ to program it. Our program has few problems such as getting stuck in the virtual beacon at the beginning, but now it's kind of branching right off of it. It also had the ability to find the way out because, like it is right now, it's just bouncing around randomly until it just does find a way out. And we tried to solve these using the manipulating code that Neuroncon gave us.
If we were to try this project again, we would probably improve the project by, understanding C and C++ more, so we could actually know like what each part of the code means and like how we can manipulate it to make it more effective and accurate, and hopefully less buggy. Also, we would try to plan so we won't have extraneous code. Like there's a lot of times where we would put in some code and realize, oh wait, it's messing with the code we're trying to add now, or like it would be interfering just because we left it in the middle of our test.
We learned that even if we attempt to fix an issue with the robot, there's always going to be another one that pops up because it seemed as if every time we tried to punch something in, about 5 more errors would show up in processing. We really shouldn't assume that something is going to work because even when the processor said that the logic was correct, in practice, this thing is still bouncing around. Well, so our plan and our process, first we tried to build the robot without
You're unlucky. You're unlucky actually. Just missed 2 times.
We had the manual, so we built it exactly.
Yeah, now it finds.
But
Yeah, it's one of the
that
easiest.
didn't really work out, and so we took it
Yeah.
apart, and then we started with the 4-wheel then. So that's in the next slide. But so yeah, our plan was to